Hi, year eight. Hope you guys are doing well at home. I know it's a bit of a shock having another lockdown, but hopefully it only lasts for a couple of weeks. I'm here at school by myself, keeping safe. And today I'm just going to let you know what work we've got planned for you today, for this week. Some of you have already started, I see, which is cool. And some of you may need a bit of help. I'm here to help you with that today. So the work we have assigned for this week is looking at microscopes. Last week we had a bit of a play with them, looked at some of those slides, and for this week all we've got is some education perfect work on microscopes for you to do, and then there's a using a microscopes Google Doc there, which we want you to complete by the end of the term, by the end of the week. So we were looking at microscopes before, and there's two main types of microscopes. This is the one that we dealt with at school, something similar. And this one's called an optical microscope, which means you are using light to see it. So for these ones underneath, I've got a light here that then passes through a series of lenses or curved glass to magnify it. This one here is slightly different to the ones we used. It's binocular, which means you use both your eyes, while the ones that we used in class were monocular, meaning you use just one eye. The other type of microscopes that people use are this type of microscope, which is called an electron microscope. These can see things way, way smaller, but they are obviously, if you look at it, a lot more expensive. In these ones, you don't use your eye to look into an eyepiece. You've got a computer that creates an image, which you can then look on the screen or print out. We don't have these at school. They're very expensive. The boss didn't let me buy one. But what we do have, one of these microscopes. This is just off Alibaba, but I'm sure you can get it anywhere else. This one here is the one I use at school. There it is. And they're only worth about $7. So you can buy one of these and they work perfectly well. If you look in the top left, I'll make that bigger. Here's my phone. There's looking at parts of my phone there. There's the pixels, all different colors. And these ones work perfectly well. Just got to put them somewhere and focus it. And there we can see some writing zoomed in nice and well. And these are only about $6, so I really recommend buying one of these if you want one. Put that down and make this smaller. So those are some of the types of microscopes. Here's a picture of something using one of these electron scanning microscopes here. This is the ones that you can zoom in heaps and heaps, and you can try and guess what that is. I'll give you a couple of minutes, and when you have given up, just have a look at the name. Here it says miscellaneous pollen. So this is pollen. It's the stuff that comes out of flowers. Bees collect it. And if you zoom up, this is what it looks like. Really cool stuff. So what can you see with a microscope? Well, this website here called Scale of the Universe looks at things from the very, very big to the very, very small. The very big stuff out here are all, we have moons, planets. If you go even further, we have suns and stuff. But we're looking for microscopic things. So let's zoom in. We'll see what's the smallest thing that you can see with the human eye is. All right, so we're getting smaller. Chicken egg, sleet, ant, dust mite coming up there, amoeba, human egg. All right, and this is about the smallest possible thing you can see with the human eye, about the size of the width of a human hair. Anything smaller than that is microscopic, and we can start using one of these microscopes, an optical microscope, to see them. So we've got stuff like a skin cell, red blood cells, white blood cells. These are things that can only be isolated with a microscope. You're getting smaller and smaller. All right. Here we're at 1 micrometer, or 0.00001 meters. This is the size of some viruses, and this we can still see using our microscope. And then down here, smallest thing visible to an optical microscope. So anything smaller than this, we can't use an optical microscope anymore, and we have to start using this expensive electron microscope. So stuff like the HIV or the hepatitis B virus, we need to use an electron microscope. DNA can't be seen without an electron microscope. What else have we got? And then we start getting to the size of atoms. And this is about as small as we can see with the electron microscope, I believe. Oh, there it is there. Smallest thing visible to electron microscope. So we can see a big atom like carbon, but something small like hydrogen or helium, too small to be visible from even an electron microscope. So what we've got for you to do today is this work on Education Perfect. Watch this video about Britain's CSI school. It's showing why they might use microscopes in CSI or forensics, and then complete this using a Microsoft Google Doc. On Thursday, we are going to be having a meeting, and I will send you out a Google Meet invite for that today at some point. But until then, good luck. See you later. Make sure you finish your work and send me an email if you need any help. And I will see you on Thursday. Thank you. See ya.